guys. Can y'all hear me? This setup that I have right now took me forever to figure out. So I have my phone set up, but it's facing the back because for some reason my front camera, it's always mirrored, and even when I turn the mirrored setting off in my phone, it's still mirrored. So this setup I think is gonna work. I have an iPad here where I can see the chat. Hopefully this will work. Hi Eduardo, how are you? Okay. Hey Matt, I'm back. Look at me go, 2 lives in one day. Okay, let me figure out this iPad. What's the best way to set it up? Okay, I think that's better. Hi everybody. I feel bad though, because with the iPad I'm like looking down more. I'll try to look at the camera. Hi everybody, welcome. I wanted to get my number back on the screen because we're trying to get to 14K. Welcome everybody. Give me 5 seconds. It's very hot in here. I'm gonna turn on my AC. Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, no wonder. I had the heater on. No wonder it's hot in here. Okay. All right, let's see. It's weird with the iPad because the live is like slightly delayed. So it makes it kind of hard to focus on what I'm saying. I need to just not look at myself on the screen and just only look at the chat. I wonder if there's a way to just only have the chat open. Oh, there is. Oh, I just swiped it up. Now I can't see myself. That helps. Thank you, Eduardo. Hey, Truth Hunter. Welcome back. How about, let's not. Hey, how are you? Congrats on 3K. 3,000 subscribers is crazy in the amount of time that you've been making videos. That's very impressive. It took me like 2 years to get to 3K, I think. Yeah, like two years. And then it took me like 5 more years to get to where I'm at now. You're welcome. That is amazing. You guys subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 14K. And I was telling the chat earlier that I'm definitely going to do a giveaway when we hit 20K. So I need to get to work. I need to do more lives and I need to post more shorts for sure. And yeah, we're going to get to 20K. I don't know when, but we're going to get there. We're going to get to work. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I have the chat in front of me. Thank you, Matt. That's right. Umberto, I remember. How are you? I'm doing well. actually. Like I was telling the chat earlier too, it's really, really nice in San Francisco today, but it's kind of warm, although that's probably because I had my heater on. It's like that weird time of year where I'll have like my heater on in the morning and then the AC on in the afternoon. I need to just turn off the AC and open the windows. But our windows, because we're on the 7th floor, our windows only open up like this much. So like it's cool outside, but it doesn't really cool the place down. Hey from Greece. You're getting 2 dogs in 2 days? What kind of dogs are you getting? That is so exciting. My dog is laying here next to me. Can you guys see me okay? Maybe I should look at my face to make sure I'm in frame. Oh yeah, we're good. Actually, this setup kind of works. Now that I'm used to it, this setup actually kind of works. Because it was bugging me that the numbers were flipped. Hey Leon. Golden Retriever. Oh, are you getting 2 Golden Retriever puppies? Or are they older? Yeah, that makes sense, Matt. A high-rise apartment? I mean, not really. There's only 9 floors, so I don't think that's technically like a high-rise. Plus, I have no view, like at all. I don't even consider it a high-rise because there's no view. Like my view is the other building. Because this apartment has like multiple different buildings, so across from me is just the other building. 2-month-old. Oh, that is so exciting. Do you know what you're gonna name them yet? I know, that's so weird that we both live on the 7th floor. 7 is a good number. 7 is my birthday. Ismail, hi, I'm good, how are you? I missed you too, Umberto. I missed all of you guys so much. I was telling the chat earlier in my live this morning that I promise I'm going to go live more. I know I was kind of MIA for a little bit, but I promise I'm gonna go live more because I missed this too. You're still thinking about it? I really like dogs that have like food names. And I like dogs that have just like normal human names, like Patricia or like Jeremy. I feel like that's hilarious. Like, this is my cat David. I think that's so funny. Or like food names like Nugget. I think somebody in the chat said that they had a dog named Nugget. Or I knew a girl who named her dog Gorgonzola. That's cute. Rigatoni is so cute. That is so freaking cute. I'm assuming he's Italian. Even if he's not, it's so cute. I love that. I love my dog's name. Obviously, we picked it. Her name's Daisy. But like, I didn't realize that that is like such a common name for dogs. We picked it because it was like very like feminine sounding and like light and gentle. I don't know. It sounded like sweet. And it is, and I love her name, but it is very, very common. I think if we were to get another pet, I would really take my time and name it something cute and creative. Bonnie and Clyde, that's so cute. You're a cat guy. I like cats too. I think eventually I'll want a cat. Someday. I like both. I think I'm more of a dog person, but I really like both. I've also never really had a cat of my own. When I was really, really little, we had cats, but I don't remember. And then when I first moved in with my husband, we were living with his parents at the time when we were still really young. He had 2 cats, and that was the first time I ever really like created a relationship with a cat. And yeah, I think having my own cat would be really nice someday. Hey from Finland. Every time you look prettier and younger. Thank you so much. That's so nice. I appreciate that. Sergio, welcome. Russian blue, Siamese mixed blue. For emerald green eyes, her name is Nikita. She's a military cat. That's so cute. Nikita, did you name her that? I just think of Nikita Dragon. I'm assuming you probably don't know who that is, Matt. Or maybe you do, who knows? Okay, have a good rest of your day. I'm glad that you made the live. I feel so bad with the chat down here. I feel like I'm just looking down. I'm gonna try and keep it up a little bit higher. I need to have something in front of me to have the chat propped up. What's everybody up to today? You guys subscribe if you're new here. Lately, the lives have been really quieter than usual. I don't know if that's because I haven't been as consistent with it, or if it's the time of day that I'm going live, because the couple of times that I was live where they got like 30,000 views or something like that, it was like later in the evening. So maybe I have to start going live later in the evening. It's just hard because by the time I get my kids from school and we come home and have dinner and like shower, I'm done. Like the last thing I'm thinking about is going live, which I should, but it's hard. I'm an early bird. Like I'm in bed very embarrassingly early some nights. Wait, where's the chat? Where'd it go? There it is. Yes, I love to have Friends in the background. Friends is just one of those shows. It's the best. It always makes me laugh. Hey Mason, I'm back. 3:45 is crazy. That's dedication though. My husband gets up at about 4 as well to go to the gym, and I'm like, dang, I get it though. When we lived in Japan, my kids started school much earlier than they do now that we're here. So naturally I had to get up earlier. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I get them up every single morning and get them to school. So whatever time they have to be up for school, I'm up an hour or two before that, and then I drop them off and then I go to the gym. So in Japan, they were starting school at like 7:30. It was early, so I was up at like 4:30 or 5 every day, and then got them up and got them to school, and then I was at the gym like by 8. And now they don't start school until 9:30, so I'm not at the gym until like 10, which I don't prefer. I'd rather wake up a little earlier, honestly, but you get home around 4:30 or 5, that's nice. My husband doesn't get home until like usually about 8, which is like crazy late. He works crazy hours. Hey Jeffrin, welcome. Also go to bed at 10:30. That's good. Yeah, I go to bed, like I think I fall asleep at like 9:30 or 10. I go to sleep pretty early now that I think about it, and I don't wake up until like 6:30. 9:30, let's say 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get like 8.5 hours every day. That's really good actually, now that I think about it. But like, if I don't get that much sleep, like I can feel it. Like my sleep really affects me. I know some people can like function perfectly fine with less sleep. Like my husband gets like 4 or 5 hours some nights and he's fine. Like I would be struggling. Early bird gets the worm, that's right. I like to get things done early. Like that's why it's harder for me, like I said, to go live later, because I'm done with my day after dinner. I am done. So I like to get things done early. Like I like to get my most important tasks done early in the day. That's why the gym is number 1 on my list. 6 hours, yeah. I feel like I read somewhere that men need less sleep than women. I don't know how true that is, but I feel like I read that somewhere. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Hold on. But yeah, I didn't go to the gym today. I'm actually pretty sore today, but I'm trying to get over the idea that you can't work out if you're sore. Because like sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm sore, my body needs to rest, which that is true, but you can also stretch out your body really well before you work out and still work out while you're sore. As long as you're not like unable to walk sore, I need to get over that. So I should have gone today, but I'm glad that I went live. It's just hard, like I said, if I don't go to the gym as soon as I drop my kids off from school, I'm not going. Like, I dropped my kids off from school today and then I went live for an hour, and then when I was done with the live, I went home. Like, I wasn't gonna go to the gym after that. I don't know, I lose if I don't like go as soon as I'm ready to go, it just won't happen. Which that's also kind of a bad mindset to have. Like, I should just go when I can, but I'll get there. Studies suggest women need more sleep, but not enough evidence to prove otherwise. Okay. Honestly, I believe it though. At least from my experience, like I said, I'm not even like whining about it. Like, when I don't get enough sleep, I'm not even being a baby. Like, I just physically cannot function the same unless I get like bare minimum 7 hours. Like, if I get less than 7 hours, I'm struggling. 8 or 9 hours is like ideal. But I've always been like that. Even when I was younger, like, I would sleep 10, 11, 12 hours. Like, when I was really young, like it was nothing. And I could keep sleeping. But I'd be forced to get up. Maybe that's why men usually die earlier. That's funny. That's a good point. Who knows? Hi everybody, welcome if you're new. That's so true though. I honestly believe that. What time is it right now? 1:23. 2, 3, 4. So, what's everybody up to today? Do you guys ever work from home? Because I feel like anytime I go live, some of the same faces are on. Or maybe I just go live. Because I know, Matt, you said you're East Coast, so you must be off work now. That's another thing, too. I would like to go live in the evenings, but my kids are home, which is fine. I've gone live, you guys know, I've gone live with my kids home before, but then I feel like I'm neglecting them. You know what I mean? Like, I should be with them and, you know, getting ready for bed instead of live. But they like it too. They have fun when I go live. So maybe I'll do that. Although I don't think I can go live later today. We're going to a birthday party tomorrow, so I have to go get her a birthday present. So I'm going to do that later once I pick my kids up. Get it done no matter how. That's true. That is very true. I don't want to live to be in my late 80s like my grandmother. That must be extremely exhausting. Honestly, also true. Like, but that's why we take good care of ourselves, you know what I mean? So that if we do live that long, hopefully we're able to function to the point where it's not so exhausting, you know, like getting out of bed is exhausting and like you need help to do certain things through the day. Like that sounds exhausting. That's why hopefully we can take care of ourselves now so that we're healthy enough to continue living at that age, you know? Hi everybody, welcome. It's 12:30 in Georgia. Okay. I feel like that's true too. A lot of people in other countries, Serbia, India, Georgia, okay. It's a totally different time. That makes sense. That is awesome, Matt. Congrats. That's cool. Honestly, I think that's awesome. I feel like retiring early, you're still young, you know, and having just a part-time something and having that money saved up so you can live comfortably, but still doing something part-time so you stay busy, you still have somewhat of an income, like that sounds way more appealing to me than grinding yourself to death until you're 65 and then retiring, and then at that point a lot of people are so burnt out from grinding their whole life that they don't fully enjoy the years after that. Plus you're just older, 65, 75, like you can't do the same things you could do when you were in your 40s. So I think that's awesome. Good for you. Thanks to having smart parents. That helps. My parents are the same way. My parents, they taught me a lot. I didn't necessarily listen to a lot of it, but they taught me a lot, and that helps a lot, having parents that can lead you in the right direction, for sure. My parents kind of taught me to grind because they both worked up until they're in their 60s. And that worked for them. That's great. I personally feel like there's other ways to go about it, which is why, I mean, with my husband being in the military, that helps a lot. Like I am privileged to be able to be a stay-at-home mom and do what I do. So it's different in our case, but I'm very grateful that he's going to be able to retire super young, and then we can decide what we want to do from there. Like I said in my live earlier, I would so much rather go to a different country, somewhere cheaper, somewhere beautiful, and settle down there versus continuing to grind and work hard and eventually buy a house and settle down somewhere here in America. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't really appeal to me like it does for a lot of people. Getting a high school diploma was actually the biggest part of my life. It opened up so many doors. I believe that. Honestly, that's not talked about enough. Like, just getting a high school diploma is so huge and can set you up for so much success and so many opportunities. I technically didn't even graduate high school. I did take my GED, but only because I didn't graduate because I slacked off so much. But that is huge. People don't talk about that enough. Are there things your parents did in the past that you caught yourself doing? That's a good question. The first thing that came to my mind was my cleaning habits, was how I'm so crazy about cleaning. My parents were kind of the same way, even though they had like hoarder tendencies, like they had a lot of shit, but it was organized. For me, I guess like I've taken on like the cleaning aspect of it, but the opposite when it comes to things. Like I have no things. I'm a minimalist, you guys know. But other than that, honestly, I feel like I've always taken what I've learned from my parents. I've learned the things that I didn't like that they did, and learned more about what I want and what I value based off of what they wanted and what they valued. I feel like I'm kind of the opposite, and I feel like I learned what I wanted because what they wanted was not what I wanted. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of crazy, but I learned like what I do and don't want from them. I guess we just live very different lives, so it seems like I'm doing the total opposite of what they did, but I don't know. I don't know how to like articulate my thoughts. Hold on, I definitely need, yeah, part-time job, exactly, just low stress. The truck driving thing is really cool actually. They make good money, and like if you're kind of like a do your own thing kind of person, like I feel like that is a cool option. And you get to travel around America. That's pretty cool too. Carly, do you have OCD? Honestly, genuinely, I'm thinking about asking the doctor if they can like ask me some questions, run some tests, because I genuinely think I do have a form of OCD. I don't want to like self-diagnose. I know people get like very touchy about that because like I've never been diagnosed, and people say, oh, like I'm so clean, I have OCD, but like obviously there's more to it than that. But I do think I would probably be diagnosed with some form of OCD, yes, honestly. Because it's gotten to the point where sometimes it's so obsessive that like I don't get other important things done in my day because I'm so obsessed with things being clean. And when you have kids, it's really unrealistic for it to be perfect all the time, but like I can't focus on anything else until it's clean and perfect. And like, I don't know. It's kind of bad. Yeah, not gonna lie. You want to settle down in the US? That's awesome. Wow. You went to work really young? I started working at 16 as well, but it was like, it wasn't like serious, you know what I mean? Like I worked at Cold Stone just for some extra cash, but I wasn't like serious about my future. Like I have always been like so just like go with the flow, and obviously that's kind of a dangerous approach. It ended up working out for me because my husband joined the military, but if he didn't, I don't know where I would be, honestly. Like who knows? Yeah, see, Matt, I was the one concentrated on partying. That was me. Guilty. But that, good for you though, honestly. I think that's awesome. Makes total sense. It's a little personal, but I did not have a caring father, so I know what I should not do. Yeah, exactly, Mason. I feel like that's not talked about enough either. Like, even though in my case, my parents were both there and they're good parents, honestly, my biggest takeaway from them was what I don't want to do. And that's no offense to them because they're great and I love them. But the thing that sticks with me the most is the things that I don't want to do. And the way I don't want to raise my kids and the way I don't want to do certain things. I don't know, it's interesting. "14 years old under the table." Wow. Good for you. I did not have that in me. Like I said, I've always been so go with the flow. And honestly, in my teenage years, pretty careless, like, and reckless. Like, I honestly don't know how I'm still alive. We'll say that, because I was reckless. That is awesome, Matt. Good for you. Sounds like you've always been a go-getter, even at such a young age. That's amazing. Yeah, Mason, exactly. You're right, though. You're right. It's weird how, like, in both cases, and I don't know if everybody feels like that. I don't know if people, because I've heard of people with, like, really good parents talking about how they want to be just like their parents, you know, they had such a good example of this and that. But you don't usually hear a lot of people talking about, like, those that did have good parents talk about what they don't want to do, like what they want to do differently from their parents. I don't know. I'm not going to get too personal into my life when it comes to that, just to protect my parents, but, and they're great. Like I said, I love them, but you were prom king? No way. That is awesome. I was not, like, I was on the dance team and I was popular in high school, but like a different kind of popular. Like, I wasn't like head cheerleader, prom queen popular. I was like party girl, ditching school. I don't know. Bad. No good. Not a good example. Hence, pregnant at 19. Hi, Valentina. I remember. Welcome back. Good for you, Matt. Honestly, good for you. See, I was a dancer my whole life. Like, I danced from the age of 5 up until middle of high school when I started like partying and I started caring less. If I would have stuck to dance, I wouldn't have had any time to party, because I was there after school up until bedtime pretty much, and then I would go home, do my homework, go to bed, whatever. But I started to care less and I started to care more about partying, and so eventually I stopped dancing. And eventually I stopped going to school. Once I turned 18 in March of my senior year, like at the end of senior year. Once I turned 18, the girl was out of there. Like, I never showed up after that. It was bad. That's a good point, Mason. You're right. You're so right. CAG, honestly, I don't know. I feel like we all kind of go through those phases. I think it's hard to say, because if you're working but you don't enjoy what you do, I think it's really easy to feel hopeless, you know? So I think if you have a dream that you've always wanted to pursue, go for that. Even if it seems scary and like you're taking a risk, I would risk it, because you don't want to be stuck in a place where you're just unhappy and feeling hopeless. Like, it's cheesy, but it's true when they say, like, never stop chasing your dreams, which is why I'm here right now talking to you guys, because YouTube is my dream. Like, I've been doing this for 7 years and I haven't given up, because it's what excites me. It's what makes me happy. I feel like if I were to quit YouTube and just go work a job, I could be happy, I think, if I was doing something I love, like personal training or something like that. But other than that, I could imagine I would start to feel really hopeless and stuck. So do what excites you. Do what you're passionate about. Or find hobbies that you love to do. Hone in on like your creativity, something to do as a creative outlet. That helps me a lot. YouTube, I love it because it's like work, but it's also a creative outlet for me. Try walking or going to the gym. That's a good tip too, Matt. Definitely try working out, whether that means just walking outside or maybe you do work out. I don't know. If you don't, start working out. That helps a ton. I heard a quote recently. It said something like, oh man, what did it say? It was like, depression hates, oh God, what was it? Depression hates like a moving body or something, like a moving target. I think that's what it was. Depression hates a moving target or something along those lines. Basically meaning the more you move, the more you exercise, like, I'm not saying that's going to cure depression or completely get you out of the funk, but it sure does help. It sure does make it harder to be depressed the more you move, that's for sure. Take yourself out, treat yourself if possible. That's a good tip too. Nature walks. Nature is everything. Nature heals. The sun, the earth, the water, healers, I'm telling you. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here. I know it's hard. Life is weird because we all have those moments where like we're all sharing a collective like experience as humans, and we all go through those times. It's just about taking it day by day, doing your best, putting your best foot forward to feeling better. Like you have one life, you have one body, you have one, I was gonna say you have one opportunity, but really you have millions of opportunities every day to get yourself to a better place. But I know it's hard. I know it's not always as easy as it sounds. Depression hates a moving target. Exactly. I love that. Matt, yes, grounding is one of my favorite things. People think it's crazy, but there is science behind it. It's amazing. Getting your bare feet in the sand or the earth. Literally, that's why all I have is barefoot shoes. If you look up barefoot grounding shoes specifically, not just barefoot tennis shoes, because like there's those like Vivo barefoot shoes, those are good too, but if you look up grounding shoes, the soles are like this thin, and a lot of them have copper in the sole, which like, I don't know the science exactly, you can look it up, but it like connects you to the earth, and it allows you to ground basically with the shoes on. And I love those shoes so much. It literally feels like you're barefoot walking on the earth, but your feet are protected. Like you wear them and you're walking on rocks and you can feel the rocks, but like it's not painful. I don't, it's hard to explain, but it's the best feeling. I love barefoot shoes, grounding shoes specifically. But obviously if you can be completely barefoot, do that. That's great. Grounding is awesome. Grounding shoes, yes. They're actually great for hiking. Yes, they are. Some people think I'm crazy when I'm wearing these little teeny flat shoes on rocks. Like, they're grippy, I kind of want to show you guys. Let me show you guys my grounding shoes. I actually just bought another pair, but let me show you the main ones that I wear. Oh, jeez. Okay, so these are by the brand, what's the brand again? Oh, I can't remember what the brand is called. But these are the shoes. They look crazy. My kids make fun of me all the time, but you know what? I don't care because they make me happy and they feel so good. Like the sole, literally, they're so flimsy. I can feel the earth when I'm walking in these, and they, like, some people think they look crazy, but I'm telling you, it's the weirdest feeling because we're so used to wearing shoes with thick soles that are squeezing our feet. You feel so disconnected from the earth. With these, I literally feel like I'm walking barefoot, and it feels so good. It's so hard to explain. You guys gotta check them out. What is the brand? What is the brand? Well, the shoes that I just bought, they're sandals. They're from the brand Earth Runners. But these ones are from the brand, Soft Star. That's what these are called, Soft Star. You should Google them. They're really, really cool. And then I have another pair too. I've showed you guys before. They have like the split toe, the tabby shoes, like Japanese style. Those ones are really good too. Those are the ones that have the copper on the sole. Let me see. Flux and Lorax are great brands. Never heard of them. I'll have to look them up. Mason, yes, you can walk for hours in these shoes. Like, it's so weird because we've been so conditioned to believe that we need these thick-soled running shoes with extra support and comfort to like walk or run for hours. but I'm not kidding. I have never been so comfortable in a pair of shoes in my life, and you can walk for hours in them so comfortably. Like, I have some Jordans that I cannot walk for like, I put them on recently after wearing these for a couple months. My feet hurt instantly. Like, they're so comfortable. If you can get over the way that they look, because some people are like insecure about the way that they look because they are funny looking if you're not used to them. But if you can get over that, you will love them. They are so good. So, so good. Wouldn't use them specifically for hiking, but as far as walking miles, they are very comfortable. These ones specifically you can use for hiking. Same with the Earth Runners, the sandals that I just got. Like, people literally hike in them. Like, it's so weird because they don't seem like you could hike in them, but they are great. As long as, the only time that I've noticed anything with these ones was when I was walking in the city after it had just rained and I was on like a very smooth floor. They were a little bit slippery, but any kind of floor with some texture, so like if you're outdoors, like, and not on a slippery concrete floor, they're very grippy. I don't know, they're so like hard to explain unless you have them, but they're great. You guys should check them out. Like I said, if you can get over how they look, you will love them. Yeah, see, for hiking, I've worn these for hiking, and I actually find them way more comfortable than hiking boots. That's just me. But, I mean, to each his own. This is live. Hi, Rez. This is live. Right, Mason. Exactly. Check them out. Check these shoes out. This brand specifically, like, you really, if you go on their website, it's called Soft Star. Let me see if I can look it up. I think it's just softstar.com. Let's see. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Is anybody still there? Hold on. We're back. You guys, my phone died. See, this is the problem with having it be on my back camera, because my phone died and I had no idea. But I had it here and I saw that there was no connection. Let's see. Hey, welcome. Is anyone still in here? My phone died. So I have my phone, like, I have the back camera facing me so that we could see the numbers. And so I couldn't tell that my phone died. Yes, life on the streets. I know, I should have just had it plugged in and I didn't even think about it. Okay, but I wanted to tell you guys what I was telling you. What did you hear me say last? Did you hear me talking about the girl on YouTube? Soft Star shoes. Did anybody hear me say anything about the girl on YouTube? No? Bruh, I was talking to myself for a minute. Okay, So I want to tell you guys about her because I think going back to the grounding shoes, I think you guys would find her very interesting. She's kind of controversial. Her name on YouTube is Ashley Ashley English, I think. And she's very like hippy dippy, but she's kind of controversial because of her diet. She eats a lot of raw meat, like raw ground beef, raw. She drinks a lot of raw milk, raw eggs. So she's very controversial when it comes to her diet. I love it. I find it fascinating. I'm kind of leaning into that a little bit as well. But what I was going to say was she was talking about in one of her videos about she was in Australia and she was like, I love Australia because I can go everywhere barefoot. And she was just like walking into the store barefoot. And I'm like, dang, that's awesome, because I would do the same thing. Like you said about sand or grass, 100%. Sand or grass, always barefoot. Like, screw the shoes. Go barefoot any chance you can get. I love that about Australia. I didn't know that you could do that. Actually, no, she's the total opposite, which is why I think you guys would like her. She's not vegan. She literally eats raw meat, like raw ground beef, raw steak, raw, not chicken obviously, but like raw beef. And she's very connected with her spirituality and with the earth, and like she's like against sunscreen, and like she's kind of controversial in that sense, and I love that. Like, I'm all about that. You should check her out. Her name's Ashley English. I always want to say Ashley Elizabeth, but Ashley English. I don't know. I mean, she was barefoot. She seemed fine. Maybe not out in the bush. But I think she was more like by the beachier area. Yeah, check her out. She's very interesting. Okay, wait, you can't see my number anymore. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, I'm bringing it the wrong way. Hold on. Vegan drives you crazy. Yeah, after doing a lot of research, I've realized that I get it for from the aspect of like wanting to not hurt animals. Like, I get that. Other than that, it's not sustainable. Like, most vegans are deficient in many different nutrients, and I just don't think it makes sense as humans. I was vegan for a little while, a few years back, and I was not doing well. I was unwell, we'll say that. And actually the last month or so, my husband and my son and I have all been doing like the animal-based diet, which is basically meat, raw dairy, and fruit. And it's been really good. Like, I feel really good. I have never eaten more beef in my life, and I feel really good. I feel energized. And wait, what does it say? Hold on. I would definitely not pass a medium rare steak. Yeah, I've been eating like raw egg yolks, and honestly, I'm kind of intrigued by her eating raw ground beef. I might try that. Well, I mean, beef tartare, that's literally what that is. If it's high quality beef, you can eat it raw. So, and when you cook the meat, it loses a lot of its, not a lot, but it loses some of its nutrients. So I kind of get it, you know? There are some vegans out here that are super healthy. I don't know. I think they might look super healthy. They might be super lean and into fitness, but I think if you were to actually like run tests on them, I think that they would be deficient in a lot of nutrients. That's just what I would think, because there are so many things that you're missing out on when you're only eating plants. I don't know. I think we as humans, if you look back in history, like we've always been meat eaters. Like I think, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. That's just like what makes the most sense to me, you know? Because I've been vegan and I didn't, like I said, I didn't feel good. I felt really unwell, actually. No energy. And I don't know. That's just me. Oh, that is so true. That's scary. I didn't even think about that. The snakes and the critters. Oh, with no shoes on. That's scary. Matt, yes. I agree 100%. Exactly. Go look back at our ancestors. They were eating meat and fruit. And I don't know if I told you about him before, Matt. I think I did, about Paul Saladino. I think that's how you say his last name. I think I was telling you about him at one point before. He's kind of the reason why I've gone in this direction. He's so smart. He's a doctor. He's very knowledgeable in what he talks about. Mason, you should check him out too. His name's Paul Saladino. And he talks about when it comes to plants specifically, I thought this was so interesting. Like when you think about a plant, like there's like the leaves, the roots, and like the fruit. A lot of plants have a fruit. The fruit is like begging to be eaten. Like we as humans, we get a sweet tooth. Like the fruit is ripe and like ready to be eaten. The leaves and the roots, like they're not like begging to be eaten. And I don't know like the scientific terms exactly, so I'm probably gonna butcher this, but he talks about how plants have like certain toxins, which he's not saying plants are bad for you necessarily, but like I don't know, it's interesting. It's definitely worth doing some research on when you compare like leafy greens and roots and things like that compared to fruit. And meat, like I don't know, man. It makes perfect sense when this guy talks. It makes perfect sense. Like it all just clicked for me when I started watching his stuff. Oh, you started watching his videos. That's cool. Yeah, he's really smart, and what he does just makes sense. It just makes sense. The wolves and the lions and the other creatures don't have a problem. Wait, what do you mean? You mean like when it comes to eating meat? Wait, what is happening? I'm confused. I love vegetables, but I prefer beef and poultry. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like I'm not gonna stop eating vegetables. Like absolutely not. But it makes so much sense. He even talks about like grass-fed beef versus like grain-fed, and how there's such a huge difference in the nutrients that you're getting. So I've been buying only grass-fed beef, really. I'm not even really buying chicken or pork, mainly just because he talks about how the majority of chicken and pork in America is grain-fed, which, dude, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I cannot get into the specifics. You're just gonna have to go watch his videos. And I'm really not like, I'm not gonna cut out certain things forever. Absolutely not. I'm just giving this a try for a couple months to see how I feel. And so far I feel really good. And it kind of just makes sense for me. And again, I think everybody's kind of different too. Like, I don't think one specific way of doing things is necessarily like the right way for everybody. Everybody has different needs. Everybody has different, what's the word? Like allergies and different needs and things in their diet. I don't know, but this seems to be working for me, so I'm gonna stick to it for a while. He's great, yes. Definitely check him out. Yeah, so check out Paul Saladino on YouTube, and also check out Ashley English. Her videos are like, you might not like hers as much because she's very like, her vlogs are very slow and she's like very soft spoken and she's cool, but Paul is like, he's the real deal. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He's a doctor, he's very knowledgeable, and he's cool too. And he's clearly very healthy. You look at him, like, he is extremely healthy, and I think he's in his like late 40s and he looks awesome. Yes, grass-fed beef, exactly. Exactly, like, hello. The proof is in the way that we look, our teeth, like our ancestors, like we're meant to be eating meat, you know? Mason, see, I get it. I feel like sometimes people like her come off as very extreme, and I get that. I've just been the type of person where I'm like, I'm an all or nothing type of person. So people who live really differently and really extreme, like, it intrigues me. Like, I love her lifestyle. I love the way that she lives, and I'm down for it. Rami is a little wild. Dude, I get it. Paul even says that Rami is good, and he eats organ meat. Like, he eats raw beef heart and raw beef liver and raw beef testicle, and he literally just eats that shit because it's good for you. It seems crazy. It seems crazy because it's different, you know what I mean? But once you can like get past that, it kind of makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Nice and burnt. All right, y'all. I mean, see, and that's the thing. We live in a free country, in a free world. We can do what we want to do. If you don't want to eat raw beef, you don't have to. But guess what? I'm probably going to. Don't judge me if I get there, okay? You guys promise you won't judge me if you see me eating raw ground beef? I love this dialogue too. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You'd love to see a video? Okay. I think I'll get there. My husband thinks I'm crazy too. I've gotten him on board a little bit with like Paul's videos and just eating more meat and fruit and things like that. Like he's kind of on the same page as me, like he's getting it. I'm just an extreme person. I've just always been that way, so I am down. And if I get there, you will see a video. I mean, I've had beef tartare, I've had raw beef. So I know that it's good. And I eat raw egg yolk all the time. I also drink raw milk. Some people are like weird about the raw milk thing. I drink raw milk, raw cheese, raw egg yolk. Yes, raw egg yolk. People get weird about raw egg yolk, but it's the whites that you can't eat raw. The yolk, as long as it's a good quality egg, it's fine to eat raw. Bodybuilders have been eating raw eggs for a long time. But yeah, raw egg yolk on top of steak has been one of my go-tos lately. It's been really good. Oh, you guys can't see the whole number. Yes, try it. It's really good. If you guys, are you guys following me on Instagram? If you're not, you should follow me on Instagram because I've been posting my meals on my story. And I have, if you click on my Instagram page, like the little highlights, like the little circles where you can click the different highlights, I only have one, and it's like of my meals recently. Go and look through my meals, and that's been like my diet lately. You removed Instagram a long time ago. Good for you, Mason. I did too. I removed it for like 6 months, and then now I'm back on. But I really needed that 6 months to just like get the hell out of there because it was driving me crazy. But I've been back into it a little bit more lately. Not as obsessed as I was before, but oh, you don't have social media either? Good for you guys. No, that's good, Mason. Do not even worry about it. You stick to your boundaries. I think that's amazing. That is awesome. Maybe I can show you guys. Oh, I'm on. I was like, where's my phone? It's literally in front of me. I was gonna say, what if I can show you? Actually, I think I can show you. Let's see. I know what I'll do. I'll show you on here. Okay, hold up. Go to my page. Oops. Okay. Can you see? Wait, hold on. I gotta see if I can see. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this with the glare. If I turn it this way. Hold on. Hold on, chat's delayed a little bit. You cannot see that. Let me see. Can you see this? Oh, I'm trying to see. See, look. This is one from recently. The steak with the jalapeno and the egg yolk, sweet potato, fire. So good. Let's see, what else? Steak with blue cheese and mango. Steak, cottage cheese, orange. This is raw kefir that I've been drinking. It's like yogurt basically with honey. This was literally this morning. You can't really read it here, but I was talking about how I cook my eggs a specific way. Like I cook the egg whites separately, and then I put in the egg yolks and cook it just for like 10 seconds. So the egg yolk is pretty much raw, but it's like scrambled. I don't know, it's so good. So, so good. Okay, let me see the chat. Oh good, you could see it, awesome. Okay, hold on. Can you see me? Hold on. Japanese cook their eggs. Yes, exactly. Like runny. Raw is better, but runny is good too. Dang, that sounds really good. Marinated in gravy. Looks tasty and healthy. Yes, exactly. I really like the simplicity of it too. Like meat, fruit, like just very, very simple. Like there's no like recipes. As much as I love to cook, and I still will cook. I still will cook complicated recipes because I do enjoy to cook. But I love just like on a normal day to day, I love the simplicity of eating like this. It just makes so much sense to me and it works so well for me. Hi everybody, welcome if you're new. Wait. Oh my gosh, I missed that comment. Last time you were on Twitter or Facebook was 2004, 2005. That's crazy. That's probably about the time that I created my Facebook account, was in like 2006 or something like that. Blueberries and yogurt are my go-to. Yeah, yogurt. So the raw kefir, I don't know if you've ever had it. It's basically yogurt. It's like liquidy yogurt. So I've been just having that, a cup of that with honey, and just drinking that with a banana. That's been my pre-workout lately. Perfect. Like perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm weird in the morning. Like, I don't have an appetite in the morning. Like, my stomach is kind of growling, like I'm hungry, but I don't, like, nothing sounds good to me in the morning. So, like, the drinkable yogurt has been really good because I can just, like, chug it and then eat a banana real quick, and then I'm good for my workout. Okay, let's see. Hi, I missed you guys too. I know I haven't been live a lot lately, but lives today have been really good. I went live twice today. It's been fun. Authentic social media days. Seriously, MySpace was legit. You eat once a day? Wow. That's crazy. My maintenance calories is about 2,200, which is much less than I have been having for the last couple years because I've been bulking for so damn long. So now I'm kind of just maintaining. So I've been eating 2,200 calories for the last like month or so. But even that, like, I need to eat like 3 meals a day just to get my calories in. Mason, right? MySpace. Like, I would spend hours making my background and like picking the best song and organizing my top 8 and like all of it. The best, the good old days. Matt, yes, exactly. So like I said, I took 6 months off of social media other than YouTube. When I deleted Instagram and Facebook, I felt free. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was much more present in the moment. And since I've re-downloaded them, the boundary that I've set for myself is I'm allowing myself to post and scroll for a very short period of time every day. So, like, I have a set time during the day where I'm allowed to scroll, and it's a very, very short. And I also went through and deleted, like, I unfollowed the majority of people I was following. I'm only following like 300 people, something like that. And it's like my friends, family, like inspirational accounts, like nothing toxic, no accounts that made me feel bad about myself, like just anything with any sort of negativity gone. And that's helped a lot. But if you can get rid of it altogether and you're happy, do it. Like, I will always encourage that. That's awesome, Matt, because not a lot of people have the strength to do that either. Like, as crazy as that sounds, most people wouldn't have the courage to delete social media. They would feel like they're missing out on something, you know? But it was good. It was a good 6 months, and I'll probably do it again at some point. But for now, I'm trying to work on my just giving myself short periods of time that I'm allowed to look. I'm trying to see if I can have that self-control, and if I can't, I'll just delete it again. But we'll see. For now, so far, so good. Hi from Hungary, welcome. Hi, Gabby. Yes, send me some gifts and some stickers. Subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I get that. YouTube does feel different. I've always said that. Like, YouTube, and I really hope it never changes, because YouTube has such a real, like, there's such a genuine vibe to YouTube. Like, there's real authentic connection on YouTube. I feel like Instagram and Facebook is so fake and full of bullshit and just toxicity and just people putting on a show, acting like people they're not, trying to show off, trying to be better than everybody else. And it's like, I'm sure YouTube has that too, but like, for the most part, YouTube is just so real and good vibes. Hey Jamie, welcome. You guys subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 14K. Let's see. Yes, Matt, exactly. We're a family. I love you guys. It's so weird how, like, I've never met any of you guys, but you guys are my friends. Like, I genuinely feel like that. Like, even through just a screen and through text, I can feel people's energy. And, like, you guys are some real people. You know what I mean? Like, just authentic ass people. And that's why I love you guys. I'm good, Jamie. How are you? Welcome. What time is it? Ooh, I gotta get my kids soon. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, exactly, Mason. Exactly. I hope YouTube never changes. And honestly, I feel like for a minute, YouTube kind of felt like a little bit, it was like a little trying too hard for a minute there. And I feel like now it's really gotten back to just like its authentic roots. And I love that. And that could just be like my experience, my algorithm. Because like for a while, I felt like, I don't know, I went through my subscriber list recently too and unsubscribed to a lot of people who just weren't adding any value to my life. But I think overall YouTube is very authentic and real, and I just love the fact that like anybody can just sit down and talk to a camera and talk about what's on their mind, and it can reach so many people. And I feel like a lot of times it reaches who it needs to reach in that moment, which is so cool. Like the algorithm doesn't make sense to me a lot of times, but like I feel like it also works out. Like whoever's meant to see a certain video at a certain time, like I feel like it ends up on their timeline for a reason, if that makes sense. But hi Pablo. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. That same thing with me. I think I only mod for one channel. I think just one or two. But same thing. Only the real. Real recognizes real. That's right. Hi, Optic. I remember. I have a good sense of spotting the fakes. Me too. Honestly, I feel bad for people who can't sense it. Like, we can sense that immediately. You used to run a big channel and you quit? Wow. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, and I've always said this too, of course I want my channel to grow. That's the goal. You know what I mean? To build a big community of people. But I never really wanted my channel to get so big. Like, I feel like creators that have like 100K, 200K, that's a lot. But that, like, in the grand scheme of like YouTube is like not a lot, because there's so many creators with millions. But I feel like the ones with millions, like they get so out of touch and it feels so impersonal. And that's not the point for me. Like the point is to connect with people and have fun and share stories and share my life and have videos to look back on. Like it's never been about creating bullshit content to get views. Like absolutely not. No, that's okay. It's not disrespectful. I just turned 33 on March 7th. Yes. Subscribe if you're new. Join the fam. We're trying to get to 14K, guys. Young, thank you. I'll take that. But yeah, you guys are awesome. And you guys are the reason why I keep coming back, because you guys are just real. I'm so glad that the people that genuinely enjoy my time and my energy and my videos are real, genuine people too. Because there's so many people, and granted, I don't have, 100K subscribers, but there are so many people who have so many comments on their videos, just hateful comments, like that sucks. And honestly, I feel for those people who are just genuinely trying to create a community and they just have all these haters. But at the same time, I feel like if you're really just genuine and authentic, you'll have a cool, genuine group of people following you. But in the same vein, there's gonna be haters, because haters hate to see genuine people receiving genuine love. You know what I mean? Like people who are not confident in themselves are going to be the ones hating on the people that are genuine and getting real love from people. So I know the hate will come. I know it'll come eventually. That's a really good point too, Mason. That is so true. And there are a couple creators that I watch that are in the millions that are still very authentic. One girl that I watch, she just hit a million recently. Her name is Lena Lifts. She does lifestyle stuff, but she's like a fitness influencer too. She's really genuine, really down to earth, so sweet. Like she deserves all the success. And she, like I said, she's got a million now, but she's still very, very genuine. And then there's some others that I watch too that are still very genuine people, but I can see that they struggle sometimes with like being themselves, but still being somebody with millions of subscribers, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I can visually see in their videos that it's like a battle, that they're like trying to still be authentic and be themselves, but they're trying to live up to their subscriber count. You know what I mean? But you can definitely have both. You're right, Mason. You just gotta be real. Thank you, Matt. That's so nice. That's my goal, is to like, that's what I want from my videos, is to people to just feel like they're hanging out with me, Like, those are my favorite types of videos to watch. Is I love when I come across a creator who just, I vibe with them immediately, and like I like their content, even if it's like slow or considered like kind of boring content to some people. Like if it just feels real, I'll watch. Like if somebody's just sitting there talking, if they feel genuine and real and I feel like I connect with them, I'll watch. And sometimes it's not immediate. I've noticed that too. Do you guys ever notice that? Like you'll come across a creator and like you kind of like the video that you see, so you subscribe, but then like you don't watch their videos for a while, and then maybe a couple months later you watch another video, and then maybe a couple months later watch another one, and then eventually you start to like connect with them and click with them, and then they become like one of your favorite content creators. I feel like that happens to me a lot too. Like I either connect right away, or it's like a slow growth. Hey Joe, welcome back. That's awesome. I love your energy, Joe. You fit right in here, Joe. Joe Espresso with the energy. We've had really good talks today. I've been really into this. You know what I noticed too, since I'm using my back camera, the quality is better. Did you guys notice that? Because usually I'm using my front camera and the quality is not as good, but it seems like it's like crystal clear. I don't often scroll through live feeds. Me either. Every once in a while I will, and I'm just like, who's in here? And usually it's a lot of like questionable things, and you just keep scrolling, and eventually you can find a cool one, but it's honestly kind of rare. See, I love that. Like, I love that. That's what I love about YouTube so much. It's like, I don't even know how I came across this person's channel, but now they're my favorite person to come across. Like, that happens to me all the time, and I love that. I love that my like the people I'm subscribed to are so curated to me. Like, I watch some people with millions of subscribers and some with hundreds of subscribers, and all different types of topics and different types of people from different walks of life. And that's what I love so much about YouTube. It's just so unique. Like, Instagram is so just like copy and paste. Like, everybody looks the same. Everybody's wearing the same outfits. Like, everybody has the same lip filler and like hair, and everybody, like, I don't know, it's just so fake and copy and paste. And I love that YouTube is so unique. How many subscribers? I have this many. Can you see it? 3,628 at the moment. But my laptop is actually about to die, so that's probably going to turn off in a second. Let's see. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking my videos. You've been subscribed for at least a year. That is awesome. Now you're considered an OG. Once you hit the year mark, you're an OG. Oh, Mason, I love that. I love that I met so many of my most loyal people, all of you guys, in a live stream. Like, so random, because if I never went live, I never would have had you guys here with me. And I think it's telling me I need to go live more. Like, I just love that so many people came across my channel from live that probably would have never found me otherwise. I love it. I remember that live too. I remember when I was trying to get to 10K, there were so many people there helping. That was so sick. And I cried when I hit 10K. That was awesome. So cool. Advice for high school, 15 going into grade 10. Stay away from people who give you bad vibes. Trust your gut instinct, because it's usually always right. Stick with the friends who you know are genuine. Even if you only have 1 or 2 friends, like, stick with those people. Don't worry about having a big group of popular friends or whatever, because a lot of times that leads to stress and drama and fights and things like that, and it's just not worth it. Like, yeah, have fun, but have those few friends that you know are genuine that you can lean on, if that makes sense. And be yourself, have fun. Don't take it too seriously. High school flies by. You like my SF videos? Thank you. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. That's so nice. You guys are awesome. You missed the Bay. I know. You guys, I'm only going to be here for like 7 more months. But I promise you it'll be worth it to stay subscribed, because we're all going on an adventure to Japan. I can't wait to take you guys with me. I can't. I'm so excited. Joe, that's funny. Where do you come up with these jokes? They are. Those are some quality dad jokes. Those are top tier dad jokes. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. I don't want to, but I'm gonna go because I have to get my kids soon, and I have to take my daughter to get her friend a birthday gift tomorrow. We have a long weekend this weekend. I'm gonna vlog, so you guys will see, and I'll try to go live again soon. Very soon. Today was good though. 2 lives today. If you didn't see the last one, go watch the last one. And you guys, go show some love on my last video. Please, please, please. I really, like I tell you guys all the time, I put so much time and love and creativity into my long form videos on my channel that even just a comment and a like and a watch will mean the world to me. So go give some love to my last video. It means the world to me. All right, guys. I'll be back soon, and yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. This was so fun. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. All right. Bye, guys. Talk to you soon.